I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious, mysterious because you hide behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequences of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Think you're irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages, a vacant modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always.
See if the scroll's working today. Subsy Sean. Yeah. Huh. Not the font that we were using. Oh wait, it is. Ooh, it works today. Look at that. I didn't fix it. It was just restarting OBS, I guess. But I couldn't do that while I was live yesterday, so. To me. Good morning. How are you? Well, today I paid the $34 or whatever it is for the next month, so no need to rush or anything. God, that gets so bright. Oh boy. Dun, 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 dun. All right, just sitting here editing. Or does it feel like I'm at China? It's giving me that vibe with the music. Really? That I can't help you with, man. Moving back down to the close price. This line that we had drawn down here, if you look on the 5-minute real quick, it is getting used pretty well. So if we get down to it, that's going to be a pretty good line in the sand, I would think, for early on in the day here. How many hours do you trade? I'm on stream until about like noon. Yeah, trading, I trade whenever there's opportunity, but typically the volume starts to dry down. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate that. Everyone was telling me I look sad, and I was like, well, I'm just trying to give them the realistic emotions of trading. Not the gaudy fake smile. Everything's gonna be peachy. All right, got about 15 seconds here. There's the bell. Like, oh, you want to go down? No. Let's just go up. Oh. Thing went off my chart. Probably be a record high. Yeah, it seems to be. Oh yeah, we are over the highs already. We're in no man's land. Oh no, I missed my. That was my entry. I was getting ready to put it in. Damn it, that would have worked perfectly. Son keeps asking, of course it was because of that. He keeps asking me how to spell Pokemon names so that he can look for, or he's making like a little wheel on his tablet of all the different Pokemon. He's like making some game. I don't know exactly what he's doing. Damn it. That was our easy first trade. Just curious what this, oh crap. Well, wouldn't have been able to take it anyway. I don't understand where that slate error or whatever comes from, but it's annoying. I need to just start doing that from the get. Yeah, it's not bad. It's still not as small as I would like, but we're just not getting that kind of push at the moment, which is kind of frustrating. It's for science trade if it gets there, which I think it'll be a high percentage play, but you got to have some kind of stop in. So I'm just going to do a 1 to 2. Just in case it does try to go. Always got to have a stop. Typically I don't have a specified stop loss, but I also don't typically take a trade where we're at all-time highs, which is looking like we're not going to get the opportunity anyway because I wanted it to get there right then. I'll leave it there for a second, but if it kind of starts to inch its way up, like candle by candle, I'm going to take it off. I'm typically looking for an extended move away from this middle line, which is the 13 EMA. And then I'm looking for it to basically come back to it. And I'm looking for the first, after the extension, candle under candle, or a big extension to the downside, I'd be looking for the first candle over candle. Just looking for a quick 15 tick scalp. That's really all I'm looking for. So I do use a fixed take profit in most cases, but not a stop loss, because my stop loss is always going to be that previous, the high, like either the high or the low of that previous candle. It feels like we're not going to try higher at the moment. Look at the volume already. What a sharp decline in volume. What's going on? Uh-oh. I think my... Is it me or the platform? Oh, there it goes. What's up, Alpine? Same to you, man. Good luck, good luck. So fixed 15 tick take profit and variable stop loss, doesn't it affect your RR? Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. It's a higher win rate strat. What I'm possibly going to be trading here, I'm actually going to take this off because that's not what I was looking for. So typically what I'm looking for is a move, like let's say up, right? And then as we're coming back down, there's going to be a candle that's up near the top that I'm going to put my order under, looking for that quick push to the downside to give me 15 ticks. My stop would then be the top of that push. So sometimes it could be 15 ticks, sometimes it could be 30, sometimes it could be 40, right? I can't control how far away that the top of that candle is from my entry. So that's why my stop loss is variable. If I were to always have it, say, 2 to 1 for my stop loss, so I have 30 ticks as a stop loss, then sometimes it might be underneath the top of that candle, and you obviously don't want to put your stop without giving it the opportunity to be held down by that previous candle. So that's why I have it where it is. Are you still here, Alpine? How'd the opening trade go? I'm assuming it went well because it kind of went up. It didn't even really try to go down. But now we're just chopping around the middle, so there's no trade there. One, nice, good. You've been using what, like 5? Have you been copying like 5 accounts on that? I've noticed each day when I come in there, you got like 4 or 5 accounts with that same amount. $10 accounts? Holy smokes. Did you do them all the same size? If so, that's badass. I guess when it doesn't have like an up and down whipsaw, I can see why the copy trader wouldn't have any issues, right? Because you're just going one direction. I was right. Oh, Daddy got it right twice in a row. Better tell mommy I got it right twice in a row. More? Dang, nice, man. That's cool. It's good that the copy trader is working well. I know that you were having some issues with that for a little while. Yeah, I actually went to take a trade on this second candle, and I wouldn't have been able to take it anyway. I missed it, but then I went to see where my 15 ticks would have been, and I had that slate error bullcrap. Kind of annoying. I think they just put it in beta mode because they know they've been having issues with it, so it's their way of getting out of any kind of issues it might cause. Usually when devs keep something in beta, it's just because they don't want to get in trouble. And by saying it's in beta, they have like a blanket statement essentially saying, well, it's in beta. What do you expect? Yeah, you're probably not wrong. It's a pretty interesting concept when you think about it. I mean, you're essentially putting a ton of leverage onto a copy trader. Oh, yeah, that's right. Today's the last day for the 1-day pass. I don't think I've had too many people that watch me look into 1-day pass anyway. Oh, nice. I thought you ran out of them. I guess not. Oh, yeah, that's right. I do remember you saying that. You forgot the renewals. I thought, well, that was the first time. I thought you had ran out of those too. Or maybe did it happen again? You renewed some more. That would kind of suck. Mine actually just renewed today. So this is actually day 1 of month 2 on this eval. Kind of, I don't know if I'm like happy or sad about that. I'm like literally right in the middle at 1500. But at the same time, I feel like I should be happy because I had an account last that long. So there is that too. I really, really, really want to get to the point where I know what I'm doing can be transferable. Like if I were to, for some reason, have to go onto a live account, that I could actually make this work. That's my thought process with what I'm trying to do. So far, I seem to be doing pretty good with it. I just got to keep my emotions in check when I do take the loss. And I hope we don't do this for the next hour and a half. It's going to be pretty frustrating if we do. Check my option plays real quick. Pull up David, see how he's doing. Looks like he's 3. It's quite the spread. Alright. Nothing like sitting here with nothing to trade. Hit that like button on the way in. I appreciate y'all coming in. Feel free to jump in the conversation if you'd like as well. Appreciate it. Always looking to keep a conversation going. It makes the stream a lot easier. I always say if you're trading right, you're going to be bored. So if you can find a way to keep the mind rolling while you're waiting for your trades, it'll help you stay disciplined, right? Because you're not sitting here staring at the charts getting bored. I did this yesterday. I wasn't talking to you guys because we didn't have a conversation going. And then I ended up taking that boredom trade, and that's where I ended up losing like $300 because of a boredom trade. And then it sent me down that, you know, a little bit of an emotional roller coaster of where I was taking trades I probably shouldn't have been taking. It's one of those things, you know? Or play COD on the side. So the problem with playing COD or Counter-Strike or any of those types of games is if a trade does start to come up, you can't just pause COD or Counter-Strike or like any kind of first-person shooter. So if you're going to play a game, it has to be a game that you can just hit pause. And pretty much all the games that I play, you can't hit pause. I don't really play games that much anymore. I did start playing Counter-Strike 2 just to see if it was any good. But I'm already kind of like, eh. I played it for like 2 or 3 nights. I was doing pretty well. I want to get ranked. You need to win 10 games in competitive, or they call it Premier, to get ranked. So I was curious what my rank would be if I get there. I played last night. I won like 6 in a row, and then I realized it was midnight. I was like, I gotta go to bed. Rather die in a game than lose money. Well, yeah, but when you take the game serious, you don't want to just die randomly. Let alone it's a team game, so you don't want to die while AFK, and you'll end up getting kicked anyway. Netflix is usually a lot of people use Netflix. Some people use music. I mean, the music is nice to have in the background for me, but it doesn't keep me from being bored. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I had an active chat with you guys, then I don't see myself FOMOing into trades. So just got to build that viewer base up that actually talks. You know, not the wrong bows of the crowd. I'm so nervous for the Ravens this week, man. I'm so nervous. It's our season. This whole season, as amazing as it's been, is going to come down to this one game for how our playoffs are gonna look. It's crazy. I mean, technically, Miami could beat us and then lose to Buffalo, and as long as we beat Pittsburgh, we would be fine. But still, I'm nervous. Might even break out my my OG 2000 Super Bowl hat. It's like one of the worst hats ever produced for a Super Bowl, but it's such a classic. Yeah. Go Ravens. I'd love to see this come down red to green and just dump right to this line. I feel like that's where we're going to get a decent bounce. With how many times this line's been respected since yesterday, I feel like we're going to come down and try it. And then what it wants to do from there, I think, is what it'll do the rest of the day. Will it go back and just trickle through the highs like it has been for the last 2 months? Or will it maybe have a red day for once? But at this point, I'm always leaning towards it trickling to the highs, because I think at this point, whoever has forced the market to do what it's been doing is going to just continue to keep doing it. I don't know why they would stop now going into the new year. I'm sure they're trying to accomplish some kind of appearance. Let's see. It's down today. Oxy and JD are down a little bit today. Let's see. It says Oxy's break even, JD is basically break even. I wonder why they're... I guess just no one's printing the ask side of the option, so it looks like I'm down. Oh, yep. There went the ask on one of them. Now it says I'm up. And sometimes when you have a big spread on these long-term options, the leap plays, they appear to be worse than they actually are. The option video. So it's actually funny that you sent that, because what he is doing is essentially the wheel strategy. It's just if you catch a bad market for it, it's not going to be that easy. So what he's doing made complete sense. But he was essentially selling puts in a market that went straight up. So it was very easy for him to get to that 50%, and it would happen. So you sell a month out, you get 50% of it in a couple days sometimes, instead of having to wait all month, and then you just keep doing it, right? You just go a month out, sell it 50%, take it off, do it again. But if it's constant, if the market's just going in one direction and you're essentially going with the right direction, it's going to be pretty easy to do. So it made sense. But if you ever get into a choppy market, that's not gonna work. I mean, I'm not saying it's not gonna work, but your returns are not gonna be anywhere near what he made that year. So it's definitely possible. It was actually kind of interesting to think about, because it could be that easy. It's really hard when something gets extended one way. It's hard to make any premium on it the other way. Does that make sense? Because the price is so far away from it. But you're also putting on so much risk at that point, because what he said, he was selling at the money. So he's essentially every time selling at the money, even when it's super extended, so that he's getting mad juicy premium, but at the same time he's buying at the top of basically. But if it just keeps going higher, then of course you're going to keep winning, right? But all it takes is that big correction the other way. And if you're selling naked puts and you get assigned up at where at the money was, because sometimes rolling is not going to be an option. You might have a huge news event that just throws you so far out of the money that rolling is going to be almost impossible. I mean, I'm sure you could, but you're talking you'd have to roll from a month option to maybe a multi-year leap option to get out of it with a credit. What's my take on trading the S&P, especially scalping compared to NASDAQ? Which one is the S&P? Is that YM or ES? I don't remember which one is S. It is GSC. Is that? ES? Okay. Yeah, so the ES isn't bad. It's just really slow. And for scalps, I don't really think anything but the NASDAQ is viable, to be honest. I've watched it. Like, this is the ES. It moves pretty similarly, but look at these candles. Like, they're very not scalpy. Like, it'd be really hard. I mean, it just moves really slow. Like, to me, it's really hard to, like, what does 15 ticks look like? Oops. Yeah, like, look at that. 15 ticks, look how big that move is. Where if I go over to the NASDAQ, put 15 ticks in, it looks like that. That's a huge difference. I just don't think it's viable. Or what, sure. JD going, no, they're still a little confused at why it's being weird like that. Seeing what the premium is for Plitter for the end of the week, just out of curiosity. That's right, today is Wednesday. Keep forgetting we didn't trade on Monday. It drops off hard, 17. Keep an eye on it later. Yeah, the overall market looks very Christmas tree. Market looks like right now. It's very all over the place. Got some red, some green. Kinda chilling. Did I make you all think that your computer froze? Sorry. Who hasn't hit that like button? It says there's 15 of you. Let's go. Only 4 likes? Get out of here. Sorry, I have nothing else to say. Oh, I'm just waiting for Wrongbow to get here, and then we can have some real fun. I don't like it? Well, then hit don't like. If any feedback is feedback. What's up, Tom? How are you? Good morning. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, man. This is brutal. Get in yet? Oh. So there's a guy that Escape from Tarkov had a wipe this morning, and there's a guy that got on. They wiped at 2 a.m. Eastern. He has been on since then. So what's that? 8 hours, and he still hasn't been able to get into the game. And he's a live streamer, so he's got 570 people watching him, and he still hasn't played the game because he hasn't been able to get in. One tick on ES is 1250. Does it still make sense to scalp ES? Well, one tick on the NQ is $5. Are you talking? Is it 1 tick or 1 point? Oh no, you're right, because 1 point on the ES is 50. I still don't think so, because you're talking, I would need what, 7, because that's not even double, right? So you're going from 20. Oh no, it is. It's actually more than double. I mean, I guess, because you would only need what, like 6 ticks to make the same amount. But does it look the same? Yeah, let's look. So 15 ticks on this move doesn't get us below the lows here. Let's cancel that. Let's go over to ES. And we'll change it to 6. Man, that's 6. That's still such a big move. And you're getting probably about the same amount, but that's not really a scalp. You know what I'm saying? That's not really a scalp. The 50 and yeah, so 6 ticks would be $75, which is what I'm making on 15 ticks on the NQ. Like it's just too big. So I mean, my answer for now would be no. It's not. That's way, to me, that's way harder, because I'm trying I'm trying to react and get just basically a price volatility scalp, where on the ES, even for 6 ticks, you have to almost assume you know which direction that the market is headed. For science trade would have worked. I would have had it probably right above that. I would have probably had it at the high, if not a little higher, so I wouldn't have got filled. Yeah, we usually do that on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. The whole Christmas, de-Christmasing. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, look at this. Is there news at 10? Yeah, 959. Richmond Manufacturing Index is actually worse, almost double to the downside of what they thought. They thought it was going to get better, and it actually got worse by double. Apparently that's a good thing. I mean, looking at the chart, it's not a good thing. But the market apparently is acting like it is. Still no trade, no extension. Man, this is frustrating. I mean, I knew this week was going to be a battle of emotional integrity, but it's still not. Never fun to not trade. See how David's doing. Looks like Gree worked out. Nice. Just this isn't a trade. Oh, I guess. Right. Just wanted to make sure I still have it in my head where we're at. I don't like that trade because the take profit was below. This was resistance, resistance, resistance. And I don't want it to come up, fake out, and then try to use that as support and then not get a fill because of that. So just not a good spot to put an order. Plus, I really don't want to do the for science trades. I feel like that's such a 50-50 trade when there's no obvious stop higher. And if it's a 50-50 trade and we're only making 1 to 2 on it, it's not really worth it. What I would like to see is if we are going to go higher, like an actual volatile move. The things that kids say sometimes. Anybody got any cool plans for New Year's Eve? Any youngins in the chat that still get to partake in the festivities? Oh, man. All right, market, come on. Let's do it. Let's do it, market. Come on, come on, come on. He's still not in the game, dude. I would be so pissed. All right, here we go. Here we go. Try for science trade here. I even went above. Look, you can see the wicks. I was trying to front run it, knowing that with the big move down, we probably get the bounce. Had a pretty obvious stop as well. A little far away, but wasn't too far, I guess. About 2 to 1. But it didn't come get us. Look at this rebound. Jeez. A whole candle. Drop. What drop? Out of here. You're just tuning in. Thanks for coming. Feel free to hit that like button on the way in. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to start attempting to put out some more content on the future side of things because I think YouTube doesn't like that my channel is mainly stocks, and I think it's still pushing me to the stock traders, the equities traders, which is fine, but like a lot of my views are from like my DOS tutorial videos and stuff like that, so I feel like it puts me on that side of things, where with futures, like I've seen some channels that are pretty new, like 200-300 subscribers, and they're getting 400 or 500 views on their videos. I'm getting jack shit. I mean, granted, I know a lot of my subscribers are rotated, aka, you know, they were part of the 90%, so they sub while they're here. They don't unsub after they blow up, and so a lot of my subs aren't active subs. It's definitely a harder thing to grow, I think, when you're dealing with, I don't want to say, like, I don't want to use the term real traders, but I mean, it's kind of true, right? All the gurus, it's easy to grow those channels because you're just promising something that's not real. But if you're over here telling people how it really is, they probably don't want to pay attention because they don't want to think that it's hard. See what I'm talking about? I'm just talking to myself. It's hard. I mean, I can do it. I honestly don't like talking. Unless it's to somebody. Sitting here just talking to myself, it's not fun. Okay, decent drop. Red to green here. Or green to red, possibly. There it is. It's right at it. Does it go through? I don't like messing with a for science trade here because you get a lot of stop losses in this area, and you could definitely, yeah, just like that. You can get a pretty big push through. Then people start to get scared. That's when you start getting the big move. Remember, this is that line we're kind of looking at. I really wanted to jump in there, but I wanted it to be further away from the red to green line, but I didn't think it was just going to go right back up through it like that. YOLO. I was actually, you saw me hovering over the bid button there if you were watching. I was thinking about jumping in, risking this line, but obviously hindsight it would have worked, but it wasn't quite far enough away from that red to green. Actually, I'm curious. I would probably, I don't want to hit it now because the price is right here. And check it later. Try for science trade here. It's still so far away. That's not good. It went straight through it. Damn. Of course. Worked every other time. Jeez. It's going to go right through it. Oof. Just watching right here at the low. All right, gotta get out. Of course. Of course. Should have just waited for the real trade instead of the for science trade. It's never easy, man. It's never easy. Can't wait for people to tell me why am I fading the holiday week today. You mean trading? Blue 2 was up a lot on them, was aggressive. Challenge is gone. Damn, man, sorry. There's one. I'm gonna be battling back myself now. All because I thought, again, every time I try to predict those for science trades, man, you're essentially predicting what's gonna happen. It always bites me. I need to just stay away from them. Yeah, I could do those giveaways if I had the type of volume that Alpine's getting. Maybe one day. We break this candle, we might continue higher. Nope. Now it's going to try to use that big line that it went straight through. It's why we got that big move. Afterwards, that was just a bunch of stop losses getting hit. It's frustrating because I was hoping that area would hold. That was my initial stop, but I saw the low a day was right below it, so I gave it a chance. It did try to bounce, so I added in case we got back up, and it just started to fail right away again, so just jumped out. Which was the right move. Just frustrating. It's not my trade. Yeah, Wrongbow must have slept in today. It's kind of nice, though, because I can see how many people I normally would have, you know? Which I'm not disappointed with 20, 30 people. Like, I think that's a good number. As long as there's some chat participation, too. I think that's the big thing. Having people talking, it makes everything a lot easier. I really want to take this trade because I feel like we're going to get a little pop up if we break this area. My stop is going to be below the pivot, essentially. It's like whatever candle. Hopefully we don't get faked out. So I went a little higher. There we go. Go, 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 go. Oh, come on. I went a little higher to avoid getting faked out. And it looks like that little bit higher is what might get us here. Oh, there we go. All right, we got the fill. Because I wanted to avoid like a possible for science trade where they go a couple ticks above it. So I went a little bit higher than that, which it almost cost me there. As far as getting that initial fill that we look for. Hector, what's going on? Yeah, Alpine is in the chat today. I think he's always in the background until he goes live. I think he's just busy trading. Would be my guess. All right, so now we got nothing. I'm so salty about this trade, man. I didn't take it on the first dip, which is when I wanted to take it, risking this line, and then I FOMO'd looking for the for science trade to work, and then we just got dumped on. But if there's any positive to take from this, I know what I did, right? So I can journal that later. And I also am looking at the P&L, and that is not that big of a deal. It sucked. Yeah, it sucked. But it was not that big of a deal in the big picture. So I think that's a big positive to take away from this, which makes me feel like we could be trending in the right direction. As far as the consistency of what we're doing. Very interesting, because like I said, this line was a pretty key area yesterday into this morning. So it'd be interesting to see what it does with it. That's why I assumed if we got back above it, we were gonna have. I thought we would have a much bigger spike, honestly, but thankfully it got us out before doing whatever it's doing now. See if Airwing's in yet. Oh, he's in the launcher. He can't get in. Yeah, that sucks so bad. So my stop would have been right under this candle. And it looks like it wouldn't have hit us. We would have got lucky. But I don't know where my... Oh, no, 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 no. Sheesh a piece. I was clicking this to get the thing to pop up. 1780.25. This went to 1779.75. So no, we wouldn't have got filled yet. And that would have been annoying. Imagine that filling us real quick and then just dumping. That would have been so frustrating. So Hector, I don't want to say his name wrong, but I'm going to go with Hannes, was in here earlier asking about scalping the ES. And we were trying to do the math on it. And when you break it down, like the distance you have to go to get the same amount of money on the ES versus the NQ, it's kind of not worth it, if you ask me. It looks like we would have eventually got filled. We would have got lucky because we would have not have stopped out by a few ticks there. Oh, Froggo, look who's back. I came to say hello. Say hello, darkness, my old friend. Oh, hello there. Get him, Froggo. Well, if we're going to bleed up like this, I'm assuming we're going to come test red to green. And obviously, I don't know what we're going to do there. I don't ever know what we're actually going to do. I'm biased towards ES as I follow AI Brooks. He mostly trades ES on 5-minute chart. Yeah, if you're trading on the 5-minute and you're looking for technicals or patterns and stuff like that, I get it. To me, the ES is better for that. As far as scalping, though, like if you're scalping price action, I don't think ES is the right ticker for that. Yes, you can read the order book, one screen, and volatility. You can balance with higher lots. Again, I'm still fairly new to futures. This is my like 3rd month. So I'm not not in the business of telling someone they're wrong anyway, but I have no idea. I'm just gonna tell you up front. If I don't know something, I don't know it, and I'm gonna let you know that I don't know, and I don't know. But from my personal experience watching the difference of NQ and ES, I found it easier to scalp the NQ. That's it. Just curious what that looks like. So what I'm saying is, like, see when I put an order out here, 15 ticks for 75 bucks looks like that. If I were to put that same order out on the ES for a similar, the 6 ticks to make 75 bucks would be somewhere down in here. So to me, you need to be right more often on the ES than you do on the NQ. Because on the NQ, I'm just looking for that quick little price jolt the other way, and then it can do whatever it wants. On the ES, you're saying, I think it's going to reverse here and come back down into this range. Does that make sense? Like that's my thought process. Tesla leading the way on options activity today, per usual. Pretty much the only non-magnificent 7 is Glitter and Baba. Twitter's actually red on the day. That's actually the one I was looking at, but I just don't like where it's at on the daily. I need to see much more of a down move out of it. Although there is some nice support sitting there at 17. Kind of what I was looking at, possibly selling a put at 17. It expires end of the week. Just not, I don't know. It's just not enough premium for me to get interested. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So Hector, what about the so on the ES, is that what you're trying to do? Are you looking for patterns and you're trying to, I don't want to say assume, but you're looking for a direction? He literally just keeps hitting play, and that's got to be so frustrating. We're messing with this line again. See if it tries to use it as support now. Oh. They're back. Get him, Froggo. Get him. I was about to hit it. You beat me to it. Alina Salamatina. That rhymes. I like it. Did I say it right? Welcome. Thanks for the sub. We're on a 2-minute chart. Mostly looking for double tops and bottoms. Okay. So what do you use as your stop? Do you just stop if it goes through? So like, would you look to get in as it gets close to here and then just put your stop underneath it? It's not a bad strat when you really think about it, as long as you're okay with being in a trade for a while, right? You get in, if it holds, it holds, right? Give yourself a little leeway, and then you could look for like a big range, right? You put a, get rid of this for a sec. Say you put a buy order in here, sell order somewhere like here, right? That's your stop. So you're looking at what, like 20 ticks or so? Actually, 4 or 6 times 4 is 24. So 24 ticks, but you're then looking for possibly 86 at 30 points times 4. That's 120 ticks. So you're looking for like a 5 to 1. But how often does it work? What's the win percentage? How often are you going to actually hold for 5 to 1? You know, like those kinds of things. 16 tick. Oh, so you're just doing 1 to 1. Gotcha. So you're essentially scalping too. You're just looking for the double tops or double bottoms to be your entries. What happens when you reach the funded goal? Do they wait till the end of the day to let us know we passed? Yes. So pretty much overnight, you will get, like, I guess it clicks in their system that you're passed, and it will send you the email to sign the contract as well as pay for the funded account. So it'll be 2 separate emails. You have to make sure you follow the one email will have the instructions, and you got to make sure you follow them because you got to log into your account before you hit the sign contract link. So log into your Apex account, go back to the email, click the link, sign the contract, then you go to where you pay for it, and then everything else is automatic. Ah, gotcha. So is it Hannes? Am I saying that correctly? That's how I would think it's pronounced, but I don't want to keep saying it wrong. I'd rather correct it now. Obviously, I can say Mohammed, but I want to get the first name right. Quantower with full features. He's asking it. Yes, nice. Yes to me or yes to him? Yeah, full features with Quant is kind of nice. You don't need like all the features, but they are nice to have. Like I do miss like having my alerts, but the way that I'm trading now, I guess it would still be nice because I could put in there. I'm actually pretty sure I saw that you could put an alert in for like a percentage type move. So like if there's like one candle that goes a certain amount of points, you can have it alert you. So it essentially will tell you when there's a big move happening. So you don't have to have any like key levels. Like, so instead of marking like all the key levels for it to possibly break, you can just let it know when there's or it'll let you know when there's a big candle. Pretty sure you can do it based on volume as well. So like if you see the average volume, or if you want to know when there's a volume candle higher than this, which I'm trying to, it's like 17 or no, it doesn't tell you. Oh, it probably tells you up top there. Yeah, 3,000, like around 3,000. So if you wanted to know when there's a candle with more than 3,000 volume, you can have it alert you for that as well, which is pretty nice. Trying to come back lower. We did get through that key area again. Like they were fighting over it for a bit, right? Came up, resistance, went through, came back down through, came back up, used the support, tried to go higher, came down, attempted to use it as support, went through, now it's using it as resistance. So definitely still a area that they're fighting over, but it does look like we're trying to go lower at the moment. Buyers were not ready for that to go down and test the lows just yet. Yeah, I'm strictly just trading the candles. Seeing the order book and all that stuff. It's analysis paralysis for me with that. 2 hours from open. Yeah, it seems I don't have a set time, but I know around 11:30, 12 o'clock Eastern is when things start to drop off for me. Now we're just right back in the middle again. Frustrating. In theory, we should only have probably one trade. I only took this trade because I was a little ticked off, I think, from this trade. But in theory, we should have had a trade at the open, which we would have got. My son kind of kept me from placing the order. But even if I went to place the order, we had the slate error anyway, so I wouldn't have got that trade anyway. So we missed this trade in multiple ways. Shouldn't have taken this trade. This was just a bad trade. This was the only real trade that we should have taken. And then this trade makes sense from a macro standpoint, but probably shouldn't have taken that one either. That's not the edge that we're trying to trade. So we should be up 150 bucks. We're down after commissions 186 bucks. So not the end of the world, but annoying. Human errors. They are real. They are real. Dang, Froggo, you were quick on that one. I didn't even see it. Honest, Hector does make a good point. I would definitely be using the better software. That's what they say. I always want to be using the right tools for the job. Opposite is trade for science, and Apex is where I take it seriously. Quantower is the killer app for trading, and I tested many of them. Zero chart and the other. Full version. You don't need the full version. Quantower's free. A lot of people don't. Like, I'm using the free version. You don't need to pay for Quantower. It's actually perfectly fine, the free version. The full version is just you get some extra things that you might want to use. Like if you want to have more than 2 indicators, or if you want to have audible alerts. Like there's things that you can look on the orders page. Like you don't need to have the paid version. And even if there is like some features, you don't need the like $75 a month version or whatever it is. You can break it down. They have certain ones, like one's like $15 a month and one's like 20. So like if you only want one specific feature, there's probably a lesser priced package with it. In NinjaTrader versus Quantower, a lot of people have been switching from NinjaTrader to Quantower. If you use TradingView charts, Quantower essentially uses their API, so it's basically TradingView charts, and then they have like their own stuff built in as well. It's really nice actually. Just check in on David, see how he's doing. Now we're just kind of going sideways at this level. Chop, chop. Copy trading is free. Volume analysis, different accounts, live. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I'm pretty sure the volume analysis that you're talking about, you probably do have to pay for. Because I remember that was one of the, like, there's a block of features that is just for volume analysis. The different accounts, I think you do need to pay as well. I think that's something Alpine said he pays for. But the copy trade, if all you're doing is copy trading, the copy trading is free. NT is good for algo trading. Yeah, obviously I'm not an algo, so I wouldn't know. Oh, looks like Wrongbow woke up, Froggo. He's must be the holiday week. He's a little late to the party. I'm gonna go get another drink here in a second. We hopefully, honestly, I'd want to just see it do something. So we either need a big move to the upside or a big move to the downside. This crap is not what we're looking for. Bought on Black Friday last year, never paid normal price. That's so true. Yeah, like anything. Like right now, trade ideas, mean, even Apex, like, the goal is to always wait. Like, if you're going through accounts, you should obviously wait for the 90%. If you're trading an account for longer than a month, it's not so bad to pay the higher price, but you can still wait for the 90% and you should be good anyway. So I'm gonna go grab a drink and my son's calling me. I'll be right back. Little holiday drink. Yeah, maybe I'll do that on Friday. Do 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 do. Hector, don't mind them. There's a guy that runs his bots in here. It's fairly annoying. Some Russian guy. We got him one day. It's literally just one guy, and he just sends in his little YouTube bots. And one day he got so mad because I finally outsmarted him, which I don't have it turned on right now, but I turned on the you have to be subbed for 5 minutes before you can talk, and he got so annoyed he actually started subbing the bots to the channel. It was pretty funny. Oh, I think he even knows it's not a scam. He probably just works for like some back end part of like one of the other firms. I don't want to say any specifically because I don't know, but he's probably trying to just get people to go away from Apex onto another firm. Pretty sure that's all they're trying to accomplish with something like that. Well, if you're Russian, you'll be able to tell us what some of them are saying if you can read Russian. Because sometimes they just post in like the Russian characters. I don't know exactly what they're called. Text, Russian text. Just curious if it would Cyrillic alphabet, I guess is what they call it. Maybe. Yeah, Cyrillic script. Russian chicks are hot. Alright, now I gotta see what that means, Hector. Let's see. Oh, I like it. I already translated it. I'm not going to say it out loud, but... Well, it looks like we're trying to form a base. If it could come up back to this area towards red to green, could be heading back up. What did it say? Just copy paste it into Google. It'll tell you. It was like something along the lines of F'n B, go F yourself. Yeah. Let's see if this guy got in yet. Oh, he's downloading. I wonder how long he's been downloading. Let's see. 4 minutes. Not too bad. Google Translate curse words? Oh, yeah. Google translates everything. All right, we're back up to this line and we're fighting. Get above it. This is not a rock song. What is this? I'm gonna do angry rock. Let's see what that gives us. Uh-oh. Like froze the browser. Let's see what we get with angry rock. Bard can't translate. I'm not programmed to assist with that. Well, don't use Bard. Use Google. Oh, now it's checking the integrity of the files. It's not going that fast. That would suck so bad. Use Grok. Let's go. That just woke me up. Oh boy, Tamimi, welcome back. Yeah, I was starting to get put asleep as well by some of that music. I was like, this is supposed to be rock. And I was like, this isn't rock, not what I consider rock. But then I noticed that you could change the mood of what it is too. So now each of them says angry, comma, rock. So we'll see what that does for us. Watching some guy try one of those little like hover wheel thingies for the first time. I'm not doing horrible. I probably would have fell already. At least he's not falling. This do look like fun. Hard to trade that shit? What are you talking about? Do they have badass music? This is probably as close as it gets. The moods are angry, bright, chill, dark. There is dark. Dramatic, funky, happy, love, sad, and uplifting. Should I go angry and dark? Ooh. $291 from an XPA. Nice, man. You're close. Angry and dark. I don't know if I want to go that route. Oh, the market? Yeah, this market sucks. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I'm just hoping for some kind of big push one direction or the other. Trade for Science is working? Yeah. I guess if you put it a little higher. I usually try to go pretty darn close to it. Try that route and just judge it? All right. I don't know if it's going to stop this song or not. This is a short song either way. Okay, so it left that song and that song. All right, here we go. Big seller on ES, 48.21. Hector giving out the signals. They are not financial advice, by the way. Just letting everyone know. Well, I could turn the music up. I just put it down low because I know a lot of people don't want to just be listening to music the whole time. Okay, okay. This is hitting pretty good. Yeah, I have the music down low on purpose because I didn't want... Yeah, exactly. I don't want people to have to hear it. But when I go silent sometimes, I figured at least having something is better than nothing. That was kind of the idea of having it up. This volume is trash. Oh, sit away from for Tim has a sexy voice. Rather listen to his voice than the music. Aww. I'm blushing. I think we went through that area on the ES. No? See, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, we're still just hovering right here on the ES. It doesn't make any sense. Guess we'll see if that 421 seller holds up. On the NQ, well, I guess it looks about the same. Kind of creating like a long wedge. Making higher lows and lower highs. See if we stay in there. What is the book map looking like? Any build up? What's up, Hugo? I don't know. I don't have access to the book map. The only book map I have is gold futures. They used to give you, I think, the NQ or the ES for free, but now it's gold. Either that or Tesla. I just pulled up Tesla. It's out of curiosity. Tesla, there's a big buyer at 260.50 and 260. 260 is even bigger. Big seller at 263. Been there all day, it looks like, too. Oh, the price was actually up there. It just never got filled. Interesting. Bookmap is pretty cool. Dang, there's a lot of volume coming into Tesla right now. This was an interesting time to pull Tesla up. There's a ton of volume just came in. I guess there was a pretty key area right here, 261 on Tesla, and it just, I guess, all that volume to get through it. YouTube Live. Oh, I'm sure is. What the heck was that? I'm sure there's a YouTube channel that has Bookmap running. Let me see. That's a good question, actually. Let me see. Live. Live ES futures, live NQ futures. Look at that. So 1782. Just algos though, man. This is so zoomed in. Oh, here we go. This looks like it's zoomed out over here. Yeah, see, they're just algos. It just moves up and down with the price. It's like impossible to... Bookmap on NQ is pretty pointless if you ask me. ES, maybe it makes a little bit more sense. Got some big sellers up at 48.22, 48.25 area, it looks like. Footprint chart. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of people talking about the footprint charts. It's just never my thing. Oh, he's in. He's in the game. These kids. While I have you here, let me see if I can find the footprint chart. Man, shredding, right, dude? I could hear that in the background, dude. He was getting it. So where in Quantower do you even go to get the footprint chart? That's something I've never even looked. I always would have assumed it'd be here where it says candle, but I don't see it. It says area, dotted line, line, bar, and candle. Oh, you got to pay for it. Makes sense. Hugo was like, that man is shredding. Dude, he sounded good. My wife just asked me to carry something up while we're chilling here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. And we're back. We're still in that range. Who would have thought? I was hoping we weren't, but we are. Everything's starting to look red now. Can't say I'm surprised. Oh boy. Oh man, this is boring. It's freaking loud. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Wonder if there is why traders travel and trade so they don't get bored. Yeah, it can get frustrating at times. I feel like this is where traders are traders. The people that aren't trading right now are traders. I'm just gonna say it. The people that are trying to trade right now are just gambling. There's no edge in this. What kind of edge could you possibly say that you can derive from this? That's kind of why I try to keep tabs on like some other traders. Just something to do to not get bored. POC? What, point of contact? What is that? What is POC? Point of control, volume is traded. Gotcha. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That little like sideways volume looking chart. 48.21. So they got back through that 21 seller. 48.21, 70, 72, 75. I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean, if you go left, it does look like there was a lot of volume traded there. See if we can break out of this boring chop first. Oh, you want to... Well, I didn't mean up or down. I just meant up or down. I didn't mean one direction specifically. Come back to the lows. I'm just saying I have no trades until we have some kind of move on volume. So for your sake, I hope it goes back to the lows. And then hopefully we just break out to the lows. Doesn't matter to me. And I have all I know is I'm not buying anything stock related right now because it just doesn't feel right. I can't believe we're where we are. I mean, looking at the daily chart, it's absolutely insane. Never seen a move like this. You probably never will see another move like this again. Not anytime soon. Like, the overall market is acting like a small cap penny stock. Just on a much bigger time scale. Yeah, well, a lot of people have been building a short position since the beginning of November, and it did not work out very well. So be careful. I did not get a chance to edit my trades from yesterday, so while we're sitting here waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Had an annoying trade yesterday as well. It definitely hasn't been an easy week. Oh yeah, I remember this trade. Such a dumbass trade. Okay, on that. You got your move back towards the lows there, but then it is now going back up. Oh man, this is brutal. It's Alpine up too. He's trading. He's trading a PA account with no take profit. Why? What is he? I don't know. I think he's on a little bit of tilt, maybe. He lost 2 of his PA accounts, but it's no reason to fall away from the plan. Plan's been working. Excuse me. No. Oh, that's not good for you. Gear shifter. Morning. Hector, hopefully you got out of your position. VIP Slayer. That's what this dude's doing on the guitar. Well, Alpine was long. Let's see if it worked out for him. Yeah, took it off. He's probably mad at himself for taking it off. Right to that red to green. Can I explain the for science trade? Oh, what's up, Steve? Sorry. Yeah, so essentially there's a key area and you just look for it to double top. So like if we came back up, I would just put my order out to short, pretty much right at the high here, looking for it to come back down into the range. So you're just looking for double tops and double bottoms, and you're assuming they're going to work. But you can only take that trade if you have a stop somewhere close by. So like in this case, if I wanted to put the order in there, I could then drag my stop to say here. So I'd be looking for 15 ticks, risking 25. Let's see if it works. Didn't quite get to the highs. Our order is at 88. The high of this candle was, it says 91. That can't be. Oh no, our order is at 91.75. 91.50. And that went to, it's not showing me. 91 exactly. So we're within a couple ticks of getting filled. I don't know if I want to get filled now, to be honest. There we go. See if it breaks out or if it fakes out. God, our order is so far down there. This range has gotten really crappy, huh? So the idea is that it tries to break out but fails and comes right back down into the range, which does not seem to be the case. Usually it fakes out relatively quickly. It works and works and works until you try to show somebody, and then it's like, nah. Just been that kind of day. And it's gonna go right to me. It's not even gonna like try to be nice. It's too funny. Polar, what's up, man? Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I just think it's funny that it doesn't even like try to hold down. It's just like, nope, we're gonna go right up there. All I can do is laugh. Like I'm coming for you. Ooh. But now does it use it as support? If it uses as support now, then we're pretty much screwed. But you probably will, because we're in like a pretty decent little uptrend here. No, I'm actually short at the moment. I was trying to give an example of the what we are calling the for science trade, and this is a bad example of it. But this is why we have stops in. I mean, it's going to suck that it came down twice to possibly break even, and then if it goes up and grabs us, but that does feel like what it's going to do, because now it's trying to use this as support. We were hoping it was going to use it as resistance at least once, but instead it went through, and now it's trying to use it as support, which is not good. Which means the odds are we're probably going to get stopped out at this point. If we can break down underneath that, decent chance we might get a move down, but it's struggling. Not gonna lie, if it breaks down and immediately doesn't go down towards our take profit, I'm just gonna jump out. Now it's faking out the other way. I was hoping it would try to go a little lower than that. It gives me one more chance to get out. I'm just going to take it. It's going to take it off. It's not the trade I want to be in, so the fact that we got out for even break even, I think it was $10 or something like that. So yeah, $10. I'll take it. Even if it does come down and work out, that's not the trade that we were looking for. So, but we had our stop in, didn't quite get us, came back down, gave us a chance to get out break even. We'll take it. The idea behind that trade is for it to literally reject right away back into the range and fill you. Like, that's the idea of the trade. This is not what you want a for science trade to look like. I mean, yeah, there's no harm in adding on the way up as long as you're okay with stopping out. You have to have that area where you're going to stop, though. Our take profit was down here somewhere, so we still wouldn't have been filled. Also, not enough of an extension either to get short there anyway, looking for the break of the previous candle, right? Because you're getting short right into a resistance area. And red to green here. Like, there's just a lot of reasons to not short here. Or trade here. The initial short wasn't a bad idea because you had the red to green, you had previous resistance, you had a lot of stuff. But once it goes through, that's why you have to have your stop in, which we did. And thankfully, we didn't get hit. It does look like it's trying to break structure the other way, though. I just assumed with the big up move that it was going to try to keep going higher. And the fact that it let us get out for even a small green was thankful. Oof, there's the drop. So the trade would have worked if we wanted to hold on. But again, that wasn't the plan for the trade. That we're not hoping to get a drop, right? We're looking for it to work right away. Well, this little wedge it was in proved to be a legit wedge, right? It broke out and actually made a move.
You can see the riding on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always, they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide of the older generation.
Hey, he's playing. We do have a lot more views today, so I do feel like there are a decent amount of actual real people in here, which has been proven. Polar, Hugo, Gear Shifter, Steve was in here for a little bit, Hector, Mohammed was in here. Actually got some decent movement in the chat today. I like it. Yeah, I forgot there was a new map. Especially right now. Oh yeah. At the current. Definitely. Where are you at now? Oh, you're still in Maryland. I mean, like I said, that's not every day, and there's obviously going to be down days. There's also going to be days where you don't make that much. Market's not hiding it. It's all, it comes with the territory. I always say the people that I mean it, yeah, exactly. Like they're just they're selling you the highlights. Yep. Yeah, everyone has it. Anyone who says they don't is heck shit. Well, even she loses. And kind of figuring out who they want to be. I feel like kindergarten through like fourth grade is discovery. So I think that's kind of what we're focused on, making sure that we're happy on the marriage side of things and kind of focusing on them more than themselves. Focus on the kids, and then I think that was part of my success, to focus myself a little bit. Mental health is a real thing, I'll tell you that. Couldn't have said it better, my friend. Yeah, no, she would have taken it, Ryan. Like I said, mental health is definitely. it's like I said, that's why we kind of tried to take a step back last year and like, you know what, it was more so like kids than ourselves and each other. Like that was kind of the order. Obviously the kids matter more than us at this point, but as long as you could find the time for yourself at some point in the day was more important. So yeah, that was kind of what we focused on this year. I think next year for me better. I even like since Thanksgiving, it's been tough. And it's like you start having like multiple Christmas parties, and then you know you're up 8. Like you're so used to just putting something in your mouth, and you just keep doing it. Like I know that. Yeah. Yep. And that's one of the bigger problems, like eating foods that don't fill you up. So it's like you run to the pantry and you eat any sort of snack, like a kid snack, like fruit snacks or fruit roll up or fruit by the foot or just whatever it is. Like you're gonna eat that was 50 to 100 calories, and you're gonna like right after you had that taste in your mouth for a second, and now it's gone, and you're still hungry. So it's like, and you just keep doing it because then before you know it, because you're like, oh, fruit roll up's only 50 calories, but then before you know it, you've eaten 3 or 4 of them, and now you're at 200 calories. Later in the day, when you're thinking about, you're gonna be like, well, I had a fruit roll up, but people and like drinks. I know that was. Cream, sugar, all that stuff. Like everyone's like, oh, coffee's low calorie. So you start adding everything. It kind of reminds me like when you cook with oil. Like people don't even count oil when they're cooking, and it's like you don't understand how many calories are actually in oil. A lot. It's like 120 a tablespoon. It adds up quick. I mean, granted, you're not using like all that oil is not getting absorbed into your food, but like people just they discount those calories. They don't even think about. Yeah. It's definitely a struggle, especially like you said with everything being processed. I remember looking up when my mom used to go to Starbucks all the time. She would get this one drink. I looked it up. That one drink, just a drink that's not even a meal, was over 1,000 calories. It was like one of those like fancy um, frappuccinos and had all the white chocolate, like all the fancy stuff in it. I was like, yeah, literally. I think it was like 980 calories for a drink. But that's the thing. Yeah. And that's the problem. Is a lot of people don't understand that if they eat like a decently sized breakfast, they're usually eating 50 to 75% of like what they should be intaking calorie wise for the day in breakfast, just in breakfast. It's not including snacks, lunch, dinner, drinks. Like, it's not including any of that. And that's the problem with people, like, just the knowledge of how it all works. Like, people just don't understand it. They're just, okay, I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If I'm hungry for a snack, I'll eat a snack. And that's just how they grow up, right? But over time, like, it's gonna add up. Well, and it's just so much easier, right? Like taking control and not eating is really hard. But eating more just when you're hungry, like, that's so easy, right? You just grab something and eat it. But to stop yourself from eating when you're hungry, it's almost near impossible. But when you can train yourself, because it's just like anything else, once you kind of do it for a few weeks or even a month or a couple months, like you get used to it, right? Like your body adjusts. But being able to adjust like that is the hard part. And that's why I said, like, this time of year, you know you're going to have a big meal, and that big meal is almost like a gateway drug that you have to fight to not get back into those habits. Yeah, that Homestead Gardens is where I used to go for pumpkin patch thing. There's another one off 424 in Route 2. There's like a farm there. That's the one we get. Yeah, they do some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, she was pretty close to it too. Ugh. And driving sucks, man. I that was one of the things I loved most about not working for the county anymore, because that was all we did pretty much, was drive for 8 hours a day. Job to job. Especially then when you come home and you're the one that kind of drives the Quinn. So it's like, so I've been driving all day and now you're telling me I gotta drive again. What it's like every once in a while, like maybe once every 5 years, you're like that tired and you just drive, and then you let them drive that one time and you're like, oh, okay, that was good for the next 5 years. Yeah, it's like I always forget why I don't like it. Oh no, now I remember. Yeah. Well, it doesn't stop when they're in the passenger seat. Exactly. I've been trying to teach my kids, like when they ask, and I try to explain this to them, that when you're driving, you're going faster than everybody else. You know where everything is. If you're just going slow, sitting in the right lane, you have no control over that asshole who's speeding and is an actual idiot that's going to end up rear-ending you and killing your family. I, yeah, I try to explain that all the time. It's like, I'm not driving fast to drive fast. Like, I'm driving fast because I feel safe that way. But it's the best logical solution I can give to somebody for why I drive fast. Like, I'm not driving fast because I'm trying to get, just driving a little bit faster than everyone else so that I know because like if I need to get over, if I'm going faster than everybody, I know exactly where everyone is. Like it's like at all times I know where everything is. And if I see somebody going faster than me while I'm going faster, then I will try to find a way to let them go. Because let them go. Exactly. A 100%. Because if you're defensive driving, you're not in control of whatever's happening. Those are the worst. Like when you see that there's no one in front of them and you're just like, you're not even that close to them, and then they just start hitting the brakes because they see you're starting to get closer. It's like, well, then I mean, I had a feeling we'd probably agree. Oh, we do. Spring break, end of March, we're going on a cruise with our friends that live out in Oregon. Yes. Yeah, when that all went down, I was pretty pissed off about how they handled that, but apologies were made and made up and all that stuff. I'm not one to, because I had actually forgot about it like that within that month, and then Amanda was like, I think that we should try to reconcile and stuff and them, and I was like, fine if they want to apologize, which they ended up doing and reconcile. It's all good. Now we're all back to happy-go-lucky. But this time we're bringing the kids, so it's gonna be a big. I mean, it can't be any more expensive than you guys doing. I would assume it. Well, that's the thing too, is you're paying essentially full price. Some cruise lines they give it's like discount page, but it's like yeah, you're essentially paying the same price, and they're not going to eat as much. They're not really partaking. Because like they're gonna, because this isn't their first cruise. They went on last year. It was like they had that little like kids area, whatever they drop them all. All they wanted to. So it was like we essentially. But this time it's cool because like they're gonna have kids their age as well, like from with they'll play always have, and it's on one of the ships, so it's like all right. Yeah, it's out of Miami. Tell you the Amanda, what day does our cruise leave? Monday before. 24th? 24th sound right? I guess I could have won. He's out of Miami. Days. We went there for our honeymoon. I've never would go back. I'm actually really excited. Oh, gotcha. I don't know. I never really paid attention. I mean, I'm sure it is. I know a lot of people down there just text it. Have not income. It's the tax that you get from having short term, like short. Yeah. This tax season. Capital, yeah. One day you'll understand. It's hard too because you know with the career path you both chose, tough. I can definitely see from why. I definitely gotta make it ready spiritually, financially. Actually trying to understand that like before everything happens, that's the hard part. Like you're gonna part of the process. I mean, it's true. Huh? Man, he hasn't moved enough. Anybody still here? I know you messed it up earlier, and I was trying to fix it, but it didn't pop up right away. Well, I could solve it the right way. I was just trying to undo the way that you did it, and I couldn't figure it out. Oh, did you mess that one up? I don't like doing it. If you're gonna mess one up, I'd rather you mess that one up because I can do it faster. Yeah, it's just easier to do. It moves. So since it moves easier, it's a lot easier to do. Just hit me right in the eye. You meant to hit me in the face? That's not very nice. It's hovering around this red to green, huh? Yeah, you got me in the tummy. That was a fake out. Jeez. Alright, got me in the face, no more. Yeah, you hit me right in the cheek. No, I'm still trading, bud. Go retest it. Come on, one little push back up to test it. Go, 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 go. Oh, it literally bounced off of us. There we go. That's a long ways away, 15 ticks. I do not like it. I'll take the trade though. This was kind of a for science trade, but I waited for it to start bouncing. I got in on the way back up, just looking for it to hold this general support area that it's created. This was almost kind of the same trade we took over here, but we had a bunch of foundation for it to work off of. We weren't catching a falling knife like we did over here. Anybody a video editor? What are we down now? 109? That's not too bad. That's like 115 tick trade away, huh? From breaking even. Not bad considering how the days went. Talking to me? To Mimi watching my videos and trading at the same time? Look at you. I don't know. The view count is way up today, so I'm not saying they're all real, but I do think there was a lot more real ones today. I just think it's funny that whoever's doing it keeps doing it. And I like how the time it does it is different every day now. But I don't think the bots are hitting the like button. And it says there's 20 likes. Usually we're less than 100 views. We're actually at 286. So. We'll see. Yeah, usually he does it closer to the bell, but today it was like 10:45. Knives, good morning. How are you? Red day so far. Had a bad first trade. Just salad. Thank you, sir. It's hard. It's hard. No, it's not from Chick-fil-A. It's actually from Sam's Club. It's this right here. I usually add some chicken to it. Knives, I love it. And I hope you're right for everyone involved. Really magic. I watched you blow it. Azishan, these are amazing. What do you mean, how does it help you? Bottom of the post. Cool how the air can get push it up. Yeah, we have a Costco. It's actually not too far away either. It's like 10, 15 minutes. We have all three of them relatively close. Sam's Club, Costco, and BJ's. Might be getting a trade here shortly. It's so far away. Decent little down move here. Switzerland? Nice. The cruise is end of March. Did Apex pay for it? Not quite. Not including the kids. Dang. What I was looking for, but this candle's too big. I was hoping for a smaller candle to be able to risk off of. Seven. It's actually what I was just talking to my friend on the phone about. We'll leave out of Miami, go to the Dominican, Puerto Rico, and St. Thomas. This is sad. Really wanted this trade. Where was the take profit? Yeah, it literally went right to it. I just didn't like how much we were going to have to risk to the downside. Switzerland for a month? Yeah, that'd be nice. GDT's at work. That'd be interesting to try to stream with him now since he's still trading stocks. I do think I'm gonna end the stream here soon though. I think that was our chance, maybe our last chance at a trade here. At least for now. Scroll out, we're still just kind of in a range. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna go edit the video or the trades real quick, and just with the kids home, it's a little bit more difficult. So if I get started now, maybe I'll finish by 8 o'clock tonight, you know. Appreciate y'all being here. I will see you tomorrow morning. If you do have any questions, comments, concerns, all that good stuff, feel free to find me in the Discord. I'll still be in there or over on Twitter. I'm actually gonna try to do something fun with the video today. I'm gonna try to make a short as well. Maybe put it on Instagram and Twitter and stuff again. We'll see what happens. Till tomorrow morning, I'll see you bright and early. Peace out.